Hello, welcome to Brighten Your Corner Ministry. My name is Cindy Ann Lewis Walcott, and we are studying life lessons from the Holy Bible. You don't have to be religious, these lessons are for holistic living. Today's lesson is a lesson in business. So I call this lesson a lesson in bartering to create wealth. Um, we're going to be studying this lesson in Genesis chapter 47, verses 1 to 26. And we're still studying Joseph, and we're going to see what a shrewd businessman Joseph is, why he's the governor of Egypt. And we're going to see something sort of like creating a crown corporation, um, building crown assets in this text. I really wish you would go and read it. It's quite long, but it's very interesting, and it kind of shows you can the different ways in which you can build wealth. He's building wealth and developing assets here for Pharaoh, the king, um, or the ruler of that place, but we can apply these lessons in our lives. And the story is, the famine is still raging. The people around him, even the Egyptians themselves now, don't have any food. They've used all their money to buy food. Now they're out of money, and they go to Joseph, and he said, okay, give me your animals, I'll give you food. And they ate all that food, and then they go back to him and say, take our land, take ourselves, we're giving you ourselves, our services, and so on, for food. And he goes ahead and he accepts that, and in the end, so now he's getting all these lands back for Pharaoh, because apparently it was Egypt, but everybody had their own private holding. So now all these lands are back in Pharaoh's possession. So that's why I said it's sort of a crown corporation now. And then he makes an arrangement. In fact, he makes a law, as to they're going to get the land and seeds back to work the land, and now they're going to be given Pharaoh percentage. This whole system can work for us. Many times we want to do something, or we don't have the money to do it, or to get what we need to get, we don't have the money to get it. And we're so modern now that we forgot one of the oldest system in which people build wealth, which was a system of bartering. So if I have tomatoes and I want chicken, and you have chicken but you want tomatoes, we can exchange. I can give you my tomatoes for your chickens. And that's how I've done that before, where people couldn't afford to pay me for teaching, and I said, bring me anything, eggs, mangoes, whatever, but you have to pay for what I'm about to give you. So this is a lesson that can empower people without money. As long as you have something to give, or to share, or to exchange, it can work for you. You can be successful in whatever it is you plan to do today. You can do it starting without money. You can do it starting with whatever service you have to offer. If you want to exchange clothing, whatever you have that you could exchange for what you want or what you need. And this is an ideal story, so go back again and read for sure. Genesis chapter 47, verses 1 to 26. You would see how shrewd a businessman Joseph is, and how he's got monies and all that going into Pharaoh's treasury for eternity, let's say, for lack of a better word. There's always going to be money coming to the Pharaohs now, because of the system he set up. You can, in today's date, apply the very same principle to create wealth for yourself and your loved ones. You don't need money to start with, as long as you have something people want. It might just be your voice, it might be a hand model, whatever. You have something people want. They want to take pictures of your hand. They want to use your voice for something. You want to teach something. You have agricultural products. Some people have money. You have agricultural products. They have the clothes you want. You can barter and get and have a good life. You can have a sustainable future based on bartering. Originally, that's how business was done in the past, but we're very advanced now, and sometimes we forget the basic things. We forget the grassroots, and young people, particularly young people, because I taught a course on small business, starting your own small business and stuff. And most people complain about not having, you know, the resources or the assets or the guarantees that the bank's looking for to give them money. They don't meet the government standard because they don't have the age, they pass the age, or for whatever reason, it's not something the government's interested in, or for whatever reason, they can't start what they want to start because they don't have the financial backing. Consider bartering. You might be able, in our culture, we even do a thing called susu. Some people call it partner. From Grenada, so we call it susu. You can start businesses by starting a susu. You know, you barter. You create this sort of system where you don't have to put money in to get started with something. You exchange something for something. That's bartering. Look at how Joseph did it here. You might have property and somebody needs property to build a house or whatever. You don't have to sell your property. You can lease it if you need that property as well. So there, think broad, but you're going to be able to think broad and be successful, create wealth for yourself and your loved ones just based on this lesson here today. I hope you read it and read it again until the principles here becomes part of your blueprint for success. I I know there are a lot of good lessons coming up in business, but this is one of the first ones where where we see wealth coming back. So it's also like an investment plan. All right, so I'm gonna end here because I might babble on and on and on because I'm really excited about this. And please, please, please remember to share this lesson with a young person because the principles here will help young people see and broaden their horizons. They wouldn't be stuck in that narrow channel of I need money to do something, I need money to create wealth, I need money to start, a business or so. Um, Bartering, remember, it was how they did it in the old days. And it worked well. Have a beautiful day today. Remember to give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe.